Welcome back to JMC Finance, where we talk about trading, money, and mindset. Today, I want to break down one of the biggest mistakes traders make, confusing missing out with capital preparation. Most people think wealth comes from chasing every little move in the market, but that's how you starve yourself on scraps. Real wealth comes from being prepared to catch the big opportunities when they come. Stick with me, because I'll also show you the danger of what I call unprepared waiting, when traders sit on the sidelines with no plan, and then jump in blindly when the market moves. Let's dive in. The hardest trading lesson: patience over activity. The hardest lesson of all is that you don't need to be active to be profitable. You don't need to be clever to be successful. You need only to be patient, disciplined, and ready. The setups will come. They always do. The question is, will you be there, with money in hand and mind in control, when they arrive? Or will you have wasted your capital and your confidence on impatience? Every dollar you put into a poor trade is a dollar you cannot use when the real trade shows up. Think about that. Isn't that the most overlooked truth in this game? You only have so much ammunition, and wasting it on weak setups is the fastest way to run yourself out of the war before the battle even starts. The cost of impatience. Tell me, have you ever chased a stock after a breakout, thinking it was just getting started, only to watch it reverse and slap you in the face? That's impatience. That's lack of discipline. A trader's greatest asset isn't his brain or his chart or even his system. It's his patience. Without patience, every other tool is worthless. You could have the best method in the world, but if you can't wait for its signals, you're sunk. Most traders don't lose because the market tricked them, but because they couldn't sit still. They equate activity with progress. But in trading, it's the opposite. The less you do, the better you do, provided you only act when it matters. The next thing is unnecessary trades, the termites of your account. Unnecessary trades are like termites eating at your account. One little nibble doesn't seem like much, but over time, the structure collapses. That's what happens when you keep taking trades that don't meet your highest standard. A small stop out here, a minor drawdown there, it feels harmless. But stack them together, and suddenly you've erased the gains from your best trades. That's the cruel truth. It's not that you didn't have winners, it's that you buried them under a pile of avoidable losers. There's a kind of wealth that comes not from addition, but from subtraction. Another thing is preparation, the work behind the waiting. Waiting done right is the hardest kind of work. Waiting is studying. It's sharpening your edge. It's conditioning your mind so that when the moment comes, you don't hesitate. Do you think a trader just wakes up, clicks buy or sell, and fortune falls into his lap? No, the fortune is built in the quiet hours, watching, recording, analyzing, and preparing. To outsiders, it may look like you're doing nothing. But inside, you're working. Imagine a soldier on the battlefield. He wins because he trained in advance, because he studied the terrain. By the time the battle begins, half the victory is already decided. Trading is no different. Preparation protects you from surprises, from traps, false signals, and head fakes. Execution takes seconds. Preparation takes hours, days, sometimes weeks. And it's the preparation that makes the execution possible. Timing. Winning at the right moment. Too early, you're wrong. Too late, you're wrong. Right on time, you win. And the only way you catch that moment is by preparing while you wait. Trading isn't about intelligence, it's about temperament. The market humbles the smartest men, but the patient man lasts. Like a batter who doesn't swing at every ball, the trader waits for the one in his zone, then swings hard. Standing apart from the crowd. The crowd loves excitement. They love the chatter, the tips, the action. But the crowd is usually wrong. Why? Because they're impatient. They must always be doing something. If you want to win, you must stand apart. You must fold when they play. You must sit when they run. You must wait when they rush. Doesn't it make sense that if the majority loses, you must act differently than the majority? The danger of unprepared waiting in trading. If you haven't prepared, every small price movement will look like an opportunity. That's the danger of waiting without preparation. I've seen it countless times. A trader spends weeks doing nothing but staring at the screen, not studying, not planning, just waiting. Then the market finally moves, and he jumps in blindly, overleveraged, unready, and without a strategy. If you got value from this video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to JMC Finance, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next lesson. Until then, trade smart, stay disciplined, and prepare for the big moves. See you in the next one.